Alright, so on the roof here out back, I'm going to take you for a quick tour of the roof so you can see everything up close. So this is part of the asphalt shingle roof, architectural type, rated for 30 years. I'm going to say that this is probably in the area of 20 years old, maybe a little bit more. But regardless, there's still at least 5 to 10 years left of life in this roof. This looks bad because it doesn't get a whole lot of sun. This can be cleaned and it will look a lot better like the rest of the roof. It's just not getting sun because of the trees and stuff here. So take a look up here. The chimney here, there's some sort of coating on the crown here that's starting to crack. I don't think it's leaking yet, but it's probably going to need to be resealed again up here. Speaking of resealing, this flat portion of the roof, this is a asphalt roll roofing. Looks like torch down, but regardless, it is asphalt roofing. Actually, no, I don't think it is torch down. I think it's the glue down stuff. But anyways, regardless, they have to be recoated because it's an asphalt product. This silver coating has to be redone, about every 5 years or so. So this is looking like it might need a fresh coat soon. See, there's a little bit of a cracking right here. That transition there, that might need a little bit of sealant before it's recoated. Rest of the roof, like I said, just like that section down there, this doesn't get as much sun as the front, so you can see some moss growing here. Definitely want to clean that off. Pressure washing this would be ideal. This roof end here looks like it's solar powered. The one on the gable end was run off a thermostat. Let's see what else. So yeah, I noticed here the gap between these two shingles is a little large. You can see there's a gap, gap. Typically like to see those offset more than that. I didn't see any obvious leaks, but that's the sort of thing you typically see where it starts to leak. I mean, you can see that goes all the way down there. So something to keep an eye on. They did that same thing here. Not sure why they did that. But yeah, typically you don't see the seams. You can hardly notice where the seams are on the roof. But anyways, front is looking better. They did do the same thing with the seams on the front as well. The offset, so just to be clear, the offset is about 6 inches, usually 7 to 8. So I mean, it's close, but typically you would stagger those seams. So you'd have a seam here, here, and then here, and then here, and then here, and then you'd start over again. Here's a nail pop. One nail pop that I saw. And yeah, and that's about it. I mean, the rest of the roof above the garage, same thing, the asphalt shingles. I don't see that the same thing with the seams on the shingles that I did on this roof, but but yeah, regardless, I think a little bit of maintenance work, and I think you should get at least another 5 years, if not more, out of this roof.